all of time and space and all the feels. Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 most emotional Doctor Who moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be going over the moments in modern Doctor Who that elicit the strongest emotional responses from viewers. To clarify, they aren't necessarily sad moments, though a lot of them will be. Also, we won't be including classic series moments, as much as the Doctor's farewell to Susan gets us choked up.
One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back. Until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties.
Number 10, this is not life, this is sickness. Dalek. The first appearance of a Dalek in the new series sees a lone member of the genocidal Pepper Potts break free of its imprisonment and go on a rampage in the underground bunker where it's being held. However, the Dalek regains power thanks to Rose, and her touch also transfers more human concepts to it, like feelings other than hate, which confuses and upsets it.
This is not life. This is sickness.
Despairing that it is now alone and feeling things antithetical to Dalek values, it requests that Rose order it to kill itself, which she does.
Are you frightened, Rose Tider?
Yeah.
So am I.
For the death of a genocidal monster, this moment is surprisingly affecting. Number 9, the life of John Smith, the Family of Blood. The Doctor, particularly the 10th incarnation, is very unlucky in love, and while it was tempting to discuss his missed connection with Madame de Pompadour, this moment hit us harder. After turning himself into a human to hide from the relentless enemies in pursuit of him, the 10th Doctor's human persona, John Smith, falls in love with early 20th century woman, Joan Redfern.
What choice do I have?
Forced to become the Doctor again to save his love and everyone else, John is given a vision of the life he might have had with Joan. Giving up that chance was incredibly brave of John and heartbreaking to watch.
Each time. Thank you.
Number 8, when the Doctor was me. The time of the Doctor. It's always sad when a Doctor regenerates, but this is one that really hits home. After centuries defending the planet Trenzalore from his worst enemies, the 11th Doctor is granted more regenerations by the Time Lords. In a touching final scene with Clara, the Doctor reminisces about his past, remembering Amy, as well as reassuring Clara and the audience that change is a part of life and that we're all different people at different times in our life.
We are all different people, all through our lives. And that's okay, that's good, you've got to keep moving so long as you remember all the people that you used to be.
Matt Smith's acting here is spectacular, and his final words that he'll always remember when the Doctor was him, as well as a vision of Amelia bidding him good night, are a perfectly heartfelt send-off to his Doctor that we'll never forget.
Raggedy Man. Good night.
Number 7, breaking through. Heaven Sent. Trapped in a strange rotating prison following the death of his companion Clara Oswald, the 12th Doctor is menaced by a mysterious creature.
I was scared. I ran because I was scared. Is that what you want me to say?
When the Doctor finds that the only way out is shielded by a material stronger than diamond, things look dire, and he strikes the barrier before the creature mortally wounds him, forcing him to revive himself by teleporting a copy of himself when he first arrived there.
People always get it wrong with Time Lords. We take forever to die.
He does this again and again, all while relating a parable about a bird wearing down a mountain as a metaphor for eternity, but also his own grief. Billions of years pass, and the Doctor is eventually able to escape, but what he endures to do so is both triumphant and tragical at the same time. Number 6, the TARDIS says hello. The Doctor's wife. Arguably the Doctor's longest-serving companion is their TARDIS. On one extraordinary occasion, a formless being from outside the universe manages to remove the TARDIS's intelligence and place it in a humanoid woman's body, eventually stealing the TARDIS's real body and making off with it. And Amy and Rory.
Look at you! Goodbye! No, not goodbye. What's the other one?
Watch out! Careful, keep back somehow.
Although the 11th Doctor and the TARDIS bicker like an old married couple, when they've stopped the villain and the TARDIS has reclaimed her home, it's incredibly emotional to see her cry as she says what she's always wanted to.
I just wanted to say hello. Hello, Doctor. It's so very, very nice to meet you.
Oof, and that whispered I love you? That's just not fair.
I love you.
Number 5, have a fantastic life. The parting of the ways. As affecting as the 9th Doctor's regeneration is in the same episode, this moment earlier on had us even more choked up. Facing down the Daleks above a future version of Earth, the Doctor tricks his companion Rose into the TARDIS by pretending to have an idea, but ends up sending her home to her time, wanting to save her from an apparent hopeless situation.
Doctor, what are you doing? Can I take my hand off? It's moving!
The Doctor's final holographic message to her is both advice on what to do and an expression of hope that she lives a good life, to make his sacrifice worth it.
Have a good life. Do that for me, Rose. Have a fantastic life.
It may be pre-recorded, but that look his image gives her feels all too real.
Take me back! Take me back!
Number 4, Vincent van Gogh sees his legacy, Vincent and the Doctor. While the 11th Doctor and Amy's adventures with Vincent van Gogh battling an invisible monster may seem like a standard adventure on the surface, the creature is a beautiful metaphor for mental illness, which tortured artist Van Gogh suffered from.
Let me help you.
You can see him too.
Yes. It. Well. No. Not really.
Amy and the Doctor decide to take the unappreciated man to the future to an art museum they'd previously visited. Once there, they take Van Gogh to his own exhibit. As a tour guide describes Van Gogh's work and his life in glowing terms, he and everyone with a beating heart is brought to tears. It's happy, it's sad, it's the whole package.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You're welcome.
Number 3, Donna loses her memory. Journey's End. We're in the ugly cry territory now. After absorbing some of the Doctor's regeneration energy and growing a new Doctor, Donna is able to gain his knowledge, which she uses to save the universe from the Daleks.
Part human, part Time Lord. And I got the best bit of the Doctor. I got his mind.
However, her mind can't handle everything she's taken in, forcing the Doctor to erase it all, including her memories of him and their time travelling together from her head.
Oh my God.
Do you know what's happening?
Yeah.
Seeing her beg him not to just wrecks us every time. Donna Noble is arguably the companion most changed by her travels with the Doctor, and definitely for the better.
I can't go back. Don't make me go back. Doctor, please.
To have it all undone, to see her lose the best of herself, and not even care when the Doctor leaves breaks his heart, and ours too.
No, 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 please. Please, no, no, no.
Number 2, The Pond's Last Farewell. The Angels Take Manhattan. Companion departures are often just as rough as when the Doctor regenerates, and this is one of the most emotional. Throughout the 11th Doctor, Amy, Rory and River's adventure in 1930s New York, there is a sense of looming dread at what could happen. They are dealing with the weeping angels after all.
No! They're angels! Maybe angels.
But an ominous book from the future and several close calls notwithstanding, everything appears to work out for the best, until an angel zaps Rory into the past.
The gravestone here for someone with the same name as me.
What? Doctor!
Distraught, Amy decides to touch the angel too, in order to have a chance to be with Rory again, despite the Doctor's insistence that they'll never be able to see each other again.
Broccoli Man! Goodbye!
The Doctor's anguish mirrors our own.
No!
Before we get to our top pick, it's some honourable mentions.
You're not dying, don't be stupid. It's only a bullet. Just regenerate. No. One little bullet, come on. I guess you don't know me so well. I refuse.
Hello, sweetie. But know this, Time Lord. You are not alone.
And you say this. No one else will ever have to live like this. No one else will ever have to feel this pain. Not on my watch.
Number 1, The 10th Doctor's Goodbye. The End of Time, Part 2. The 10th Doctor has been involved in some tragic farewells. Rose's definitely springs to mind, but his own takes the cake. It's not like we weren't expecting it either. He receives a prophecy that he will die after someone knocks 4 times, and his whole final 2 episodes have plenty of sad moments, like his chat with Wilf in a cafe.
I'm going to die.
Well, so am I one day.
Don't you dare.
But ultimately, the Doctor must absorb radiation to save Wilf's life.
Better be quick. 3, 2, 1.
Then it's a non-stop grief train, as the Doctor revisits his friends and former companions for one long goodbye to them and to his era. And just when we think we can't feel any sadder, the music swells as his regeneration starts, and his final words are that he doesn't want to go.
I don't want to go.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.